Hi everybody, welcome to Master the Move. Today we're working on Swan Dive. So whenever you're ready, we'll get set up on our mats. The feet are parallel and hip width apart, the size of 2 fists between your feet, the size of 2 fists between your knees, your shoe size roughly, heels to glutes, and you can roll your back down onto the mat. Check in with your pelvis position, so imprint your spine onto the mat and arch your back. Roll your lower back into the mat and arch. Feel the difference between these two pelvic tilts, and then when you're ready you can find the center for a neutral pelvis position, a very gentle, natural curve in the lower back. Lower ribs are down and hands onto the rib cage. Inhale and open the ribs out to the sides. Exhale, draw the ribs together. Twice more. Once more. When you're ready, hands by the sides, slide your hands towards your feet, shoulders back, and notice if the middle of your back has left the mat. So your lower ribs stay down, tailbone is heavy, chest is open, and you very gently nod your chin. Take a breath into the side of your ribs. With your exhale, find the front and the back of your pelvic floor like you're holding in P, like you're holding in wind. So find those muscles. Scoop the belly, trace up along your back, and knit your ribs in and down. Breathe into the side of the rib cage. Exhale, find your pelvic floor, scoop your belly up along your back and knit your ribs in and down. Once more, breathe in. Exhale, gentle pelvic floor, scoop your belly up along your back and knit your ribs. Our swan dive, even though it's an exercise that we do from our belly, from the starting position of being in prone, it's a lot of core work. It's a co-contraction between the back and the front of the body. So we're warming up our core as always. In every Pilates class, we'll balance the body. We'll focus on our legs and how important our legs are in swan dive. And I'll show you how to progress your swan dive then. So let's warm up our cores. Exhale, switch on the center of the body. Lift the left knee into tabletop. Breathe in. Use your exhale. Use that bracing pelvic floor abs ribs. Lift the right knee. Knees and ankles together. Float your hands and reach across the room. Exhale, switch on your core, head, neck and shoulders come forward. Absolutely no tension in the neck, or else you come back out. Take a break and come back when you're ready, or support your head if you need to. Reach the hands across the room, squeeze the knees and ankles together. Think about your inner thighs, your glutes, scoop the belly, pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you pulse? Arms are moving together, rigid like there's 2 sticks up along your arms. Tailbone heavy, lower ribs heavy, scoop through the core. One more round when you're ready. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands behind the head. Give the weight of the head away. Scoop the core and lengthen the legs. It's okay if they don't straighten fully, but feel that length in the legs. Lower the legs slightly at a diagonal and reach. Ankles are squashing together. Get into the inner thighs, scoop through the core, knit the ribs. Notice that weight. So feel the weight of the legs on the abs. You can bend your knees again anytime you like. Lower ribs are heavy. See how that helps you to maintain that neutral pelvis position, so we avoid arching the back. Lower ribs down. Release the arms. All of the focus goes down the body. Pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 3, 2, last one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift the legs up to the ceiling first. It relaxes your back. Bend the knees, roll your shoulders down and hug your knees in. So we should feel our ab muscles burning, really waking up. Rock your knees from side to side, let your head out from side to side. Take a deep breath in and out. If you want to, you could reach your arms out to the sides and go from one side of the floor to the other. If that suits your back, you don't have to. Keep breathing. And out. Come back to the center when you're ready. You're going to lie down flat on the mat. So our starting position for swan dive is the opposite of this. We lie on our bellies, but here we're going to lie on our back. And think about getting your pelvis as close to imprint as possible. It's going to kind of force us to be more neutral here, but think about dialing the pelvis back. So you feel that opening at the front of the hips. You feel your glutes trying to tuck under. And notice how much recruitment there is through the front of the legs. So we haven't done a whole lot of repositioning here, but we can feel the body switching on. Get your brain into your pelvic floor, your abs and your ribs. It repositions the whole rib cage, gives you more space at the front of the neck. Knit the ribs in and down. Reach the arms in line with the ears, keeping the lower ribs down. So what I mean is we avoid this. Lower ribs down, armpits down the sides of the body, lengthen your neck, scoop through the core. Use your core, head, neck and shoulders lift together and we come forward into this big curl, but none of it is in the neck, it's all in the belly. Take a breath in and exhale, use your core to lower down. Keep your brain here in the belly so it relaxes your neck, and then inhale and release. Make sure that you have your spine position first. Lower ribs down, tucking the tailbone as much as you can. The legs are recruited. Exhale, scoop through the core and come forward. Really use the belly. It helps you to lift. Inhale, reach a bit further. Exhale, use your core and lower down. One vertebra at a time. Keep the rib cage down. Lower ribs down as you inhale to reach. Let's do 5. Exhale, use the center. Full focus on each move so we really get into the core work. Inhale and stretch. Exhale, use your core nice and strong through the abs. Lower down, lower ribs down, inhale to reach. 4 more, slow, full focus and concentration. Think about the midline. Tuck the tailbone, it helps you to come up a little higher. Inhale, exhale, use your core and lower down. We're getting right into those muscles that are going to help support our spine when we're in prone. 2 more. Exhale, use your core, tuck the tailbone, peel with the arms, head, neck and shoulders. Inhale, reach a bit further. Exhale, get back into the core work, support yourself on the way down. Never leave this exercise with the neck. Inhale, once more. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, lower ribs down, scoop through the core and peel it forward. Inhale, reach a bit further. Exhale, use your core to lower down, lower ribs down, reach the arms in line with the ears. Now we're going to keep the back of our head glued to the mat. Curl your tailbone under, press into the back of your left heel and start to slide your right leg in and the arms come towards the leg. That's our exhale, and we inhale to let it go. Press into the back of the right heel, slide the left leg in, scoop through the core. We have to be careful that we really tuck our tailbone whenever we're nice and long here, so that we use the abs to pull the leg in. So exhale the right leg in. Inhale to reach, stretch through the leg. Exhale the left leg in. Inhale to reach, really stretch the leg. Stretch the entire midline of the body. Keep the lower ribs down. Exhale, right leg in. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, left leg in. Point the toes. Inhale, lengthen it out. Once more each side. Get a bit longer. Lower ribs down. Exhale, right leg. Inhale to reach. Lower ribs against the mat. That's the focus. Exhale, left leg. And inhale to reach. We're going to bring the upper body with it. So exhale, right leg. Inhale, stretch a bit further. Exhale, lower down. So we help the weight of the upper body with the core. Exhale, come forward, left leg. Inhale, stretch the arms a bit further. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lower ribs down as you reach overhead. Exhale, curl forward, right leg. Think about all the space in the body. Create loads of length. Connect the toes all the way up to the head. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, stretch. Right leg, exhale, come forward. Inhale, stretch, tuck your tailbone, come higher. Exhale, lower down, and inhale to reach. Exhale, left leg, come forward. Inhale, stretch a bit further. Exhale, lower down, and inhale to reach. Arms up to the ceiling, relax the shoulders down, squash the legs together, scoop through the core. Tuck your tailbone under. You're going to slide the right leg in, slide the left leg in, heels lifting, toes together. You're going to push all of your spine into the mat. So really feel the front of the body working through the back of the body. Exhale, tuck into a little ball. And inhale to release. Toes tap. So we keep the lower abs on. Your lower abs are pushing your lower back into the mat. So feel that connection from the front through the back. Exhale to curl into a ball, and inhale to release. Take more breaths if you need to. Support your head if you need to. Exhale to curl into a ball, and inhale to release. Just never push on the head, obviously. Use the core. We have 5. 4, imprint your spine. 3, push all of your spine into the mat and then peel and curl forward. And inhale, tough on the abs. 2, exhale, scoop the core, come forward. Take breaks when you need, modify if you need, and support your head. Last one, exhale and inhale. When you're ready, come up into that ball. Support your head, relax your shoulders. You're going to bring your heels as close to your bum as possible and just slide the legs out along the mat. Lift the shoulders nice and high. Slide the legs back in, push your back into the mat so you curl your knees towards your chest. Bring your heels as close to your bum as possible. Exhale and inhale. Roll your back into the mat. Exhale, curl and release. Inhale, draw the legs in and curl your spine into the mat. We'll do 5 more. Exhale, squash the ankles together. Inhale, heels as close to your bum as possible. 4 more. We're really working through the core. Relax the shoulders, lengthen the neck. And inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Squash the ankles together. And inhale. Excuse me, there's 2 more now. That was our 3rd one. Exhale. Squash the ankles and reach. Inhale. Remember your back goes into the mat. Use the lower abs. 1 more. Exhale. And inhale. And the abs are on fire. Lie down flat. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Let everything go. Deep breath in. And out. When you're ready, you can hug your knees in. Just rock your knees from side to side. Let your head out from side to side. If you want to, you could reach the arms wider and go from one side of the floor to the other. So we make sure that we also rotate the spine as much as we work through our flexion, and we will be working through a lot of extension as well. So our glutes are really important as part of our core. Our glutes, our inner thighs, our pelvic floor, 4 layers to our abs, and these muscles in our armpits that work into the sides of our abs. So we feel the shoulders pulling down to the center, the inner thighs pulling up to the center, and we create that powerhouse, that area to support the spine. So for that reason, we're going to work the glutes a lot. It's going to help with our swan dive. Sometimes in swan dive, we think we're just trying to bend our back as much as possible, but there's really so much deeper than that and more connected than that. So we'll feel that. And all of these movements, even though we're feeling a burn in the abs, is actually going to help us to free up our back movement, because we have all of that support, all of the deep muscles pulsing and firing and supporting. So you can go to one side of the legs or cross your ankles over and come through, and we're coming onto an all 4s position. You have the size of 2 fists between your knees for your hip width apart. Knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders, and spread your fingers out nice and wide. Make sure you're not hanging the head down or looking up to the ceiling. They're fine in different exercises, but for now, we're looking straight down at the mat. There's no pinched skin in the back of the neck. Push the back of your head up towards the ceiling. Get a lot of deep work out of these setups. So my core is firing here. Shoulder blades together and apart. Shoulder blades slide together and apart. Make sure that we don't do the exercise where we're squeezing the shoulder blades together or rounding too much. You find the center and relax it down. Armpits down the sides of the body, so you travel forward with the crown of the head. Soften the elbows, so we make sure we're not hyperextending. And then check your lower back position so you can tilt the pelvis up and down and find the center. Press into the front of the feet, you start to feel the lower abs kicking in. Get your brain into your pelvic floor, like you're holding in wind gently, like you're holding in pee gently. Scoop your belly up along your back and knit your ribs in and down. When you're ready, we're going to start with the right leg. If you're repeating this class, start with the left leg. So you always fire with the opposite side first and balance the body. For today, for our day 1, if it's your day 1, then the right leg goes back. Reach through your toes, your ankle, your knee and your hip as if the leg is trying to leave the hip. We want to avoid the back arching at the moment. So scoop your belly, knit your ribs and shoot that leg backwards. You're going to inhale to tap the toes down and exhale to lift without the back moving. Inhale and exhale. So imagine a cup of tea on your spine and you're really trying not to spill it. You can imagine there's prize money and you're really trying to win that money. So inhale and exhale. Our second move, we go out to the side. It's up to you how far you go. You'll notice the hip externally rotates slightly, and that's fine as long as you don't fall the other direction and side bend. So keep the spine nice and long. So we tap and come back. Tap and come back. The third movement, you go to the inside, so across the bottom leg, tap and come back. All the while, keeping as still as possible, stretching as much as you can through the ankle so that you lessen the weight in the hands. So let's start at the beginning. Inhale to tap, exhale to lift. To the outside, inhale to tap, exhale to the center. To the inside, inhale to tap and exhale. Start again. Inhale, lower down and exhale straight up. Inhale to the outside and exhale to the center. Inhale to the inside, reach back through the leg to soften the hands. Start again. Inhale and exhale. To the side and exhale. Across the body and exhale. Start again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Feel the supporting leg, how much our glute is working to stabilize. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. We're really testing the glutes here. So we're going to bend the knee. You're going to exhale and inhale. Out to the side and inhale. So exhale, inhale, exhale and inhale. How still can you keep the rest of the body? Exhale, inhale, exhale and inhale. 5. Exhale, inhale, exhale and inhale. 4. Really move the joints nice and smooth with control through the center. Inhale and exhale. 3. Exhale, inhale, exhale and inhale. 2. Loading through that opposite side, really working the stabilizers. Exhale and inhale. 1. Lower the knee down. Relax your shoulders. Find your shoulder position. Check your pelvis. Press into the front of the feet. Scoop through the core and knit the ribs. Soften the elbows. Relax and lengthen your neck. Lengthen the left leg back, or the opposite side, the side you've just done. Stretch back through the toes, the ankle, the knee and the hip. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift, stabilizing with the abs. Inhale, tap to the outside. Exhale to lift and stretch backwards. Inhale, tap to the inside and exhale to lift. Inhale and exhale, use the abs. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, stretch backwards. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. Inhale, tap to the outside, exhale, stretch behind. Inhale, tap to the inside, exhale, stretch backwards. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to the outside and exhale. Inhale to the inside and exhale. 3 more rounds. 2 more rounds. Soften the elbows. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 1 more round. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Stretch back so the attention goes back down the body. The brain is in your leg. And then bend the knee, but keep reaching back through the tailbone. So we draw in and then kick up without arching the back. Draw in and then out to the sides. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Nice and steady with the center of the body. Inhale and exhale. So we have 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And bring the leg back in. You can relax down onto the elbows, and if it suits your knees, you can relax fully back into shell pose. Take a deep breath in and exhale fully. Once more, breathe down along your back and exhale fully. And whenever you're ready, you can come forward. We're coming to a side lying position. So we keep wanting to wake up the legs as much as possible and link up the whole body. It's going to really help you in our swan dive position. So we're going to start here, supporting the head. You can have a gentle bend in the bottom leg, or the leg can be straight. Top leg is floating around hip height. Press down into the lower ankle, knee, hip, whether the knee is bent or straight. So we have that feedback from the mat underneath us. Turn the knee slightly up to the ceiling. Inhale up to the ceiling. Flex the foot, push through the heel, and exhale to lower. Relax the shoulders, lengthen the neck, just for 5. Inhale and exhale. For 4, keep stretching through the leg. Inhale and exhale. For 3, keep reaching the leg and exhale. For 2, feel the length through the entire body, pushing through the ankle, and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. It's up to you if you want to just repeat this exercise or if you want to follow me through the next one. So we're floating both legs. We're going to allow this top hand down onto the mat. We're going to reach the top arm up. We're going to use our center, so front of the body through the back of the body, and just come and turn forward like half a teaser. We're not trying to get straight up. Use your core. And then we're going to reach back and stretch. If this doesn't suit you, you can practice more of this exercise. Otherwise, exhale, inhale, and exhale. So we're trying to get as stable as we can through very little of us being in contact with the mat. So we're really working that co-contraction, the back and front of the body. We're also stabilizing and balancing out through the side work and the spiral lines in the body. Exhale. Inhale, very little weight in the hand. You really want to keep it in the core. Inhale and exhale, but you could modify and continue with those side leg lifts and lowers. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Stretch through the ankles. You keep your ankles together. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. We're feeling a little core work here as well. Exhale, inhale and exhale. Relax the shoulder. Allow the body to slide and glide along the mat. Exhale and inhale, and you can lower it down. Again, this is all to prepare us for swan dive. So we're just waking up the muscles we need, mobilizing what we need, stretching out what we need. So we're going to start with our leg work. We want our brain to really work through the legs in this exercise. You can have a bend in the bottom knee if you need, or both legs can be straight. Relax the shoulders. The hand can help you to balance. Float the top leg and turn the knee up to the ceiling. Lengthen and relax your neck. Inhale up, exhale, push through the heel and lower. We have 5. 4, inhale and exhale. 3, reach through the ankle. I'm keeping my brain here in my ankle. It's going to help me later. 2, inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. You can repeat that slow with control, or we float the legs and lower the arm down. So we're like propped up on our elbow. Relax the shoulder. Then we turn using the core and reach. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Really feel the body reorganizing, as there's only a small part of us in contact with the ground, so all our stabilizers have to kick in, and this is really important for swan dive. So swan dive is dynamic. There's a feeling and a sense of momentum, but controlled. So we really want to focus on being stable, using the core in swan dive to protect any delicate areas in the spine. And this sequence is going to ensure that we've woken up all the muscles we need to support our back through extensions. Inhale and exhale. Use the core. Just once more. Inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, you can lower it down and just relax it out. So we're going to come onto our stomachs. So you can take your time, you can go to one side with the legs or cross your ankles over and come through. We're going to introduce the swan dive to warm up. Then we're going to go back to our abs before we come here again for full swan dive, just to make sure that we really feel and understand the importance of the ab work and also of our legs firing. So let's do our swan dive prep. Relax your shoulders. The feet are hip width apart or a little bit closer, so they're not too far out. So we want the inside of our hips working, our inner thighs working towards each other. Soften the elbows. The elbows are below the shoulders. but they're away from your rib cage. The hands can point out at a slight diagonal and spread the fingers wide. Relax your shoulders down your back, reach forward through the crown of the head. So there's a very gentle chin nod. So we're not going to lead with the head like this. You're going to keep the neck nice and neutral. Can you push into the front of the legs and tuck your tailbone, pressing gently into the front of the feet, but keep stretching the legs. So our brain is really in tune with how the legs are feeling, and we're going to recruit the leg muscles. So you tuck your tailbone, press into the front of the legs. Get your brain very gently into the pelvic floor, holding in P, holding in wind. See, it's just a very subtle response when we put our focus there. Scoop your belly and trace up along your back and knit your ribs in and down. Looks like we're just lying here, but it feels really connected. All those deep postural fibers are kicking in to stabilize our joints. Draw the belly button up through the spine as if there's a thumbtack trying to pierce or poke your belly button, and knit the ribs together. It's okay that we move through that, but here's what we come back to. Tuck the tailbone, press into the front of the legs. Relax your shoulders. Now inhale to peel. So lead with the chest. The crown of the head goes up to the ceiling. Keep stretching back through the legs. Exhale as you lower. The elbows go out to the sides. See how you tuck and knit the ribs together, and lift. So there's a thumbtack underneath the belly button. And if your mat is very thick, you might feel the mat against your belly, but it's to do with decreasing the arch in the back. Some of us may just peel to the elbows and then lower. Maybe you want to do a few like that and warm up. If there's absolutely no pain in your back, you can straighten the arms and then lower down. So it's like a seesaw. Head comes up, the feet lower. Stretch the legs, engage the legs. As you lower the head, the feet come up. So inhale, lift the head. Exhale, lift and reach the feet. It's less about kicking high, more about reaching back, as if someone's pulling your ankles, trying to get your legs out of your hips. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, think about the neck position, and exhale. Lead with the chest, so we have this lift, and exhale. Just two more. Inhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. So this is just a prep and a practice round. So make sure that this doesn't happen. That may wing the shoulder blades ever so slightly. So you want to keep your shoulders down, the shoulder blades against your back, and you can relax your shoulders. So you can split it up. So we're going to keep the upper body still. The back of the neck is nice and long. You're looking straight down at the mat. Tuck your tailbone, scoop the belly, knit the ribs. Are you able to lift and lower your legs without moving your back? So example here, we don't want this to happen. Keep that thumbtack underneath the belly button, stretch through the legs and just lift and lower. Looks tiny, feels very integrated through the whole body. We feel our brain organizing through the lower body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now can you keep the tuck of the tailbone while you peel the upper body and leave the elbows down? Exhale to lower, reach back through the tailbone, forward through the head, shoulders down. Inhale to peel. Feel how we're teasing out those deep fibers, that small movement. Inhale and exhale. Once more, inhale, shoulders down, so keep them away from the ears, and exhale, and let it go. We're going to come back to this and build it up through level 1, 2, 3 of Swan Dive, and then an advanced optional. But for now, let's get into the abs again. So we're starting to feel how we worked the back and the back of the legs, but we really want a co-contraction between the back and the front of the body. So let's feel that before we go for the bigger move. You can go to one side or cross your ankles over and come through. Whatever suits you better. Hip distance between the feet and the knees, your shoe size roughly, heels to glutes. Roll your back down onto the mat. Check in with your pelvis, so imprint and arch, and find the center for neutral. Lower ribs are down. Hands by the sides, shoulders back without lifting the lower ribs. Gentle chin nod. Take a breath in. Exhale, switch on through the core, lift your right knee. Breathe into the side of your ribs. Exhale, switch on, lift the left knee, knees and ankles together. Float your hands and reach. Exhale, switch on the core, come forward. You can keep the knees bent if you like. The legs can straighten up to the ceiling, or you can lower at a diagonal. Feel the weight go down the mat if you lower at a diagonal. So whatever one suits you. This is like the opposite of our extended swan dive. So it's a lot of weight here on the core. Let the weight go down the mat. So lower ribs are down. We're not too high. We're nice and neutral. Pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the feet. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point the feet. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach the legs, squash the ankles together. If the knees are bent, you can still do the footwork. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees, hands behind the head, give the weight away. Let's get a little rotation in before we get into our swan dive. So open the elbows wide. Scoop through the core, knit the ribs. Rotate right elbow to the floor, tap your left toes. Inhale to the center. Rotate left elbow to the floor, tap the right toes, and inhale. For added core work, reach the leg a bit further and inhale. For less work in the core, 90 degrees behind the knee. So whatever suits you. Left elbow, right leg, inhale. Right elbow, left leg, inhale, center. 5, 4, open the elbows wide. 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind the knees, scoop through the core and roll it forward. If you need to use your hands to come forward instead, that's fine. Go to one side with the knees or cross the ankles over and come through all the way down onto the belly. Let's just build this up so you can really feel the abs here. It's like, oh, we need to stretch it out and breathe it out. So relax the shoulders. We were quite wide earlier. You can modify to that position. It means you won't come as high. Or you can come with me now into this position. So the elbows are by the ribs, but not cramming in by the ribs. So there's space for a little ball or 3 fingers underneath your armpits. Draw the shoulders down, spread the fingers wide. Gentle chin nod. Reach forward through the crown of the head, shoulders down away from the ears. Bring your focus down through the spine. Remember when we were on all fours doing the glute work? Remember that engagement through the glutes? Tuck your tailbone and feel those bum muscles kicking in ever so slightly. Reach back through the legs. Remember on all fours when we stretched one leg back at a time through the toes, the ankles, knees and hips? Tuck your tailbone pressing into the front of the legs as if you're imprinting your spine like the start of the class. Gentle pelvic floor, abs, ribs as if you're preparing for the ab work. Reach forward through the crown of the head, stable with the lower body. Use the front of the legs, use the glutes, use your bum. Inhale to peel the upper body, keep the elbows down. Exhale as you lower, the legs lift. Inhale to peel the upper body, keep a tuck of the tailbone. As you lower, the legs lift, but you are still tucking the tailbone. Inhale to peel, so we're really waking up from the inside out. Exhale to lower. 2 more. We never push the belly down into the mat. You have this, again, co-contraction, this partnership from the front into the back of the body, from the back of the body, giving those forces back through the front. If you want to, you can make this a bit bigger, but you don't have to. Inhale, you can release the elbows. Up to you if the arms straighten fully or not. Exhale, lower as the legs lift. Reach back through the ankles. Inhale, lift up through the crown of the head and back through the legs. Exhale to lower, fully connected. This is why we're here today for this move. Relax the shoulders down, lead with the chest. Exhale, lower as the legs lift. Inhale to peel, relax the shoulders. Exhale, lower, stretch through the ankles. Just 2 more like this and never force your back. Inhale and exhale. Once more like this. Inhale and exhale. Relax it down. You can continue practicing maybe where you keep the elbows down or where you lift. You can practice just the lower body. You can practice just the upper body, whatever suits you. Or you can follow me into this back extension. We're going to hold it, trying to strengthen all of our deep back extensor, so our retrospinae muscle, around all of the supportive muscles, our rotatory, our multifidi, all up along our back. So if you're following me into this next one, hands come down towards the lower ribs, so there's already a stretch through the wrists. Shoulder blades are down and back as if you're holding a ball between your shoulders. Bring the legs a little bit closer together. Shoulders down, open up the chest. There's length through the neck. Your neck is neutral, so we're not letting the chin guide us up. You stay looking down. And then lift with the chest, push the floor away. There's a very gentle tuck from the tailbone, so it's not this back bend. We're reaching back through the legs, and there's this little sense of tucking. Push the floor away. Have confidence with loading into the wrists, that gentle bone bearing, but come out of it if ever it doesn't feel right. Soften the elbows. Make sure that your shoulders don't slide up to the ears, so shoulders down and back. Reach up through the crown of the head. Breathe gently into the side of the rib cage. And exhale, push the floor away. 5 more. Gentle breath in. 4 more, holding it still on purpose. Reach back through the ankles. Gentle recruitment through the front of the legs. 3 more. 2 more. Once more, inhale and exhale. Nice and strong as you inhale. Exhale, you bend the elbows and start to lower down, 1 vertebra at a time, nice and slow, and relax it out at the bottom. Now we're going to slide the hands forward again, relax the shoulders down. This should feel like a little more freedom in the back, but again, you never put any pressure into the back. So we inhale to peel, relax the shoulders. Exhale, bring the legs closer together. As you lower down, let the hands go. Then catch the floor again. Keep it slow so it doesn't have to have any flow to it yet. Exhale, reach back through the legs. So we don't want to be preoccupied, or prioritizing the upper body. You reach back through the ankles. And exhale, inhale. Exhale, stretch through the legs. It's okay if there's a bigger bend in the back now, as long as you feel supported. And we want gentle recruitment through the front of the body to protect and support our lower back. Breathe more than I'm doing. Exhale. Open up the front of the body, guide it forward with the chest, reach back through the legs. Even if the hands are on the ground, reach through the legs. As you lower, reach through the legs, so really put your attention back. Finish on the one that you're on, and just relax it down, so we don't want to force the back to stay there for too long. Relax your shoulders. You're going to take a hold of 1 foot at a time. You could keep it 1 foot at a time or bring them both in together. Hands can be on the feet or the front of the ankles. Just never force your back. Just really go for that upper leg stretch, so feel it around your hip flexors. Tuck your tailbone and press the front of the legs down while you pull your heels towards your bum. Keep breathing. Enjoy that stretch in the front of the legs. So we are going to be recruiting those muscles, and we were just recruiting those muscles, so just give them a little release. It's completely up to you if you want to stay here or if you want to push the feet into the hands and come up higher. We never force the back. We're mindful of the discs, of the space, of any feedback we're getting, any kind of restrictions we're feeling. We don't push it too far. Just see how you feel, so you can open your chest and open your hips, but you don't have to. Keep breathing, never force it, and then just gently lower down. So we're going to lie down flat. Relax the shoulders. If it's too difficult to do this exercise with the feet close together, they can go a little bit wider. We're going to practice one version with the feet at hip width apart. The second version, we're going to bring our heels together. So it's like a V shape in the feet. So heels together, toes apart, and do our best to keep the heels together. If that causes any pain in the lower back, you release to parallel and hip width or a little closer. So let's finish out nice and strong. Shoulders down, spread the fingers wide, relax the shoulders. Tuck your tailbone, scoop the belly, knit the ribs, reach back through the legs, which are hip width apart. The legs are switched on first, then you release the hands in front. It's important to build this up slowly. Get loads of length through the center of the body. Inhale for the upper body. It's like you're throwing a ball behind your head. Exhale as you lower the legs, lift. It's like you're diving to catch a beach ball. Inhale and exhale. Let the breath control this exercise. Try to straighten the arms a bit more. Reach backwards through the ankles. You don't want to collapse out of this. So now just slowly make that rocking smaller and smaller. And release to the ground. It's such a nice exercise. You can really feel the blood flow all around the body, especially because you need the breath to help you. So let's try our most advanced version today. Heels together, toes apart. So we really have to engage the legs to stop the knees from bending. Relax the shoulders. Tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly, knit the ribs. Shoulders down with the arms nice and straight. Inhale for the upper body, exhale for the lower body. Build it up slowly. Keep stretching. If there's any pain, you let the legs separate. Bring them together if you want to. You don't get as high when the feet are together. Slowly start to rock out of it and let it go. So again, it feels so good. I think this exercise and teaser are possibly my two favorite Pilates exercises ever. They're the ones I keep coming back to. Now, we're going to do 5. We'll build it up slowly, then count 5 full reps and let it wind down slowly, and then we're done. So choose whether you want to be parallel with hip width apart or if you want the heels together when you're ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then rock out of it slowly. You can always pause the video and do that again if you like, and relax it out. Take a deep breath in and out. When you're ready, come on to all fours. Our back has been an extension for a long time now, so let's just ease it out. Tuck your tailbone under, stretch through the middle of the back, let the head hang. Remember never to force anything, just see how it feels. Opposite of that, go back into your extension. We'll get a different sensation from all fours. Now tuck your tailbone under, scoop the belly, knit the ribs, and lift the mid back up to the ceiling, and then let the head hang. Push the floor away, take a breath in. Exhale, come back to neutral, just to that center. Now push the floor away and round the back. Come back to neutral, head forward, tailbone back behind you, knitting the ribs. Now scoop and push the floor away. Sit back into a shell pose position, just allowing our back to relax and come back to balance. Take a breath in and exhale, let everything go. And we're done. Thank you so much for joining me for our Swan Dive Master the Move class. So yeah, we did a lot of swan dives there. There's not too many reps for something as extreme as that in the body, but it's nice to appreciate how all of the exercises and all the rest of the body will tie into maybe one area that you find a bit sticky. So maybe you think you need to keep bending your back to get there, but actually you can think about it from the perspective of using your core and what your legs are doing in the exercise, and that can free up the movement and definitely supports the movement more. So I hope you enjoyed class. I'll see you for the next one, and thank you so much for coming to this Swan Dive class.